Okay, let's talk about um, how to draw those cartoons. I just assume you are first time in my class. So you're going to have pictures with steps, like step 1, steps 2, step 3, step 5, step 6. Okay, we have 6 steps. And I'm going to tell you how to follow the steps and why we need to do with steps. Why we not just, look at this and start with the eye. Okay? So every picture, when you draw a picture, we always draw with the big shape. Like those are the big shapes. Oops, let me get this one. Okay. So those are the big shapes, right? Not details. We always start from the big shapes to the detail, okay? Because if you draw the big shapes, you know how big you're going to draw, right? On the paper. Then after that, it's easy to find the detail put inside the big shapes you already did, right? It's easier rather than start with the one eye. Because see, if you draw this eye this big, right, then everything going to be big. Then pretty soon it's going to be like a big one, right? So the composition would not be right. So we needed to start with the big shape, then go into detail. This is not just the cartoon, it's for everything you draw later in your life, okay? But not exactly. Some artists, they are very, very good. They can literally start with one eye and then, just finish everything. But that you need to be like super good at it before you can do this, all right? And so for beginners or for people, they always start with even I still most timely I start from the big shape to detail, the whole shape. And sometimes I start with detail, but most time I start with the whole shape. So just let you know why they have steps and not start with one eye. Then the second I want to tell you is see the cross here, like why you need a cross, like why you need this, okay? The cross is helping you find whatever you want to draw, you place it. Think about if it's just a plain paper, right? Doesn't have anything on it, you don't know where you're going to put this oval, right? Like see that, like that's a paper, right? And then you look at this picture, this or that. You don't really know where you're going to put the oval. It's hard to tell, right? Is it there, or is it here, or is it here? It's very hard to tell. But if you have this cross here, say if I have a cross here, right? Then I know like this big oval, the location of the big oval. If you get the location of the big oval first, the rest of it should be very easy. See, the location is like according the cross, because the cross is you centered, right? You have to center. If you think about it, if you did a cross like this, then your oval going to be like that, right? If you're according the cross, then it's too high, right? Because your cross is not on the right place. But if you centered your cross, the cross is centered, then you can find where this oval is, right? It's a little bit low, a little bit on the left side, That's the shorter, this is the shorter, right? More like this way and this way. Okay, after you have finished the first big oval, then the second oval is easy. Okay, so when you're doing second oval, do you realize one thing is the top is more, the bottom is less? Okay, then you look at it, how big you're going to draw. Okay, don't draw like too small, right? By how big you draw is you by looking at this, right? You know, like, okay, how far I'm going to go that way, right? That's this way, how far, and this way, how tall. Then you get, you know, according to this bigger oval, then you can see you can draw the small oval. Same thing when you're drawing this, and look at the, you know, distance, look at the distance between these two, then you can draw this oval. How big, you look at it, compare with this, it's smaller than this, right? And then you put it on the top. So actually, if you finish first, everything should be easy. Then you put the leg on. See the dots I put on? The dots is then you know like where should start. Got it? Where you should start. That's what you supposed to know. Then, you know, after that, you know, the eye, look at the eye distance, nose, where the distance is, place. When you draw the nose, look at the oval so you know where to place the nose. And mouth, same thing as that. And then this detail. Those are easy. Then after that, okay, let's see. We are going to shade. I'm going to show you how to color it. Okay? When you color it, don't color like this. Okay, that's too harsh. Don't hold your pencil like this, overlapping it. Look, I give you a darker color. So don't color like that. See, they have the gap. You see how far I hold the pencil? See that? How far I hold the pencil? So you can't press it evenly. You just go back and forth and overlapping it. See, it's even. You want it darker, you go over it. That's how you color. Don't use your whole arm like that. Okay? That's how you color it. It does take more time, you know, but you don't need to push too hard so your hand get tired. You just press evenly. And if not dark enough, overlapping it. That's how you coloring it. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to draw it. It's very, very important. You look at my line here, you say, oh, you know, it's just so clean, right? But when I did, that's when I already erased all the pencil marks. But when I draw it, it doesn't look like that. I'm going to find a pencil. So when you're drawing it, it's just like when you shade it. You have to be more loosely draw. See, I'm not committing any lines in the beginning. I'm just trying it out. So how far I hold the pencil, do you see that? See how far I hold the pencil? Very loose. Then you do this oval, you try that out. I'm going to make it like closer so you can see better. See, this pencil is very light, that's why should have a little bit darker pencil than this. That pencil is too light. Find a darker pencil. again. I think it should be fine. Okay, so it's a little bit darker. So see? Loose your hand, but not like that, okay? With control, but loose it. Don't commit, don't draw like that. That's the no-no, okay? Don't hold your pencil like this. Just draw, push it so hard. Draw like that. Like, don't draw like this, all right? That's not right. Don't commit it in the beginning. Try it out. Then later on, you think your lines are right, you can go over it. Also, when you go over it, don't draw like this, all right? And try to sketch it. All the lines, sketch it. Let's draw this. I show you. The reason I'm doing this is because those lines are those lines are already traced, so it looks like this is so just one line so dark. But when I drawing it, I wasn't doing that. Okay, so here we go. Watch how I hold the pencil. Okay, watch how I draw the lines. And here's the you're going to everything you draw later are going to be like that. Going to be the way you're drawing it going to be like this. All right. See, from the big shape to the small shape. Then, okay, I'm like, okay, I don't need those lines. I know where I'm going to draw now. And I can erase all the extra lines. I think I'm missing a head here. See, not careful, lightly in the beginning. That's the place of the ear. That's place the eye. See, in the beginning, I was so light, right? That's the location of the nose. That's the mouth. I'm drawing the bottom one first, because the top one curves up. Okay, now see, that's like, you think everything is correct. Now I'm I can commit a little bit. It's easy to draw the detail shape when you have the, like, the big shape is correct, you know. So actually the big shape is important. I noticed my leg is a little long. I'm going to shrink it. Look at the distance. I felt like my leg is a little long. And you can do this. You can do that. Right? Shorter. Now it's time to color. If you want to color a different color, I'm gonna use a gray, maybe See how I color it? You see that? Going to be very light, overlapping. Don't push too hard, like that. Oh, missing a T. It's a T here. Okay. And the tail. See, hold pencil like this, not here. Okay, remember, very important. When you shade it, don't push too hard. Don't shade like this. Shade light. If you want dark, you can make it dark. If you push too hard, then that's it. Okay? If you want light, you have to erase it. And you know color pencil is hard to erase. So if you make a light, you always can overlap it, make it darker. If you make it darker, it's very hard for you to erase it. Got it? Okay. This is our first class for this. I just want to tell you, if you can remember the whole thing, like why I have the cross, and we always start from the whole to detail for every art, and then it's like how you hold the pencil, how you sketching it, don't commit in the first place, make everything on the right place, right, then you can commit later, okay? And on the shade is, don't hold pencil like this. When you draw or shade, don't do this, hold further. I like to hold as far as I can, but if you have a small hand, you can hold in the middle, so you can have a little bit of control with it. Yeah, that's it. That's our just, first lesson. If you first time come to the cartoon drawing class, that's what I want to know. The steps, why we have a steps. That's it. See you.